Greetings fanboys and fangirls, Jared here, and today I'm bringing you another video from Fanboys Forever, only this time it's a little different than what I usually do. I realize there's all kinds of great kind of in-depth reviews of the Marvel Legends Sentinel, the one from Haslab, and of course, I backed it and have finally gotten it, and I just thought that I would chronicle my experience unboxing the thing. We know that there's been kind of some good and bad experiences with it, and I was just sort of curious how it would stack up with me and just thought I'd share the experience with you. So let's get to it. This is heavy. Ooh, okay. Well, I love the artwork on the box. I mean, this is really beautiful. And you have the kind of House of X-Men fighting the Sentinel, so that's really nice. Some art along the side here. And on the back, just more awesomeness. So this is really cool. Well, moment of truth. Target acquired indeed. Alright, here he is, the Sentinel. This thing is even bigger than I had in my head. So I love how there was also this plastic layer. It kind of makes it feel a little more secure. Hopefully he won't like topple out here. Here's the flexible little like tendrils that he comes with. Have the giant master mold head. We have the Tri-Sentinel head. We have the battle damaged head. The hands there. Here's the exclusive figures that you get. Bastion there. Nice. At least the QC on these guys is good so far. So like, will it attack me like instantly? I mean, maybe if I'm a mutant, perhaps. Which I've had my suspicions about myself in the past. Okay. It's like a my-size Barbie. Oh my, okay. Tissue paper. Nice. Alright, didn't appear that I had any major issues or anything with the tissue paper. That's something that I hear a lot of people complaining about, is for some folks, the tissue paper was put on the figure before like the paint cured in the factory. So, I mean, apparently it really messed it up. So I'm glad that that didn't happen here. That was probably the number one thing I was worrying about. Okay, he can stand. So the sculpt is so impressive. Gee, I doubt he'll already have the batteries in place or anything like that. So that'll be its own thing to take care of and do. Now the arms feel very secure, so that's good. See, he has all the different multi-jointed fingers here. This is really nice. I'm sure there'll be many a lewd gesture created using the Sentinel. I like how the panel on the arm kind of flexes with the articulation a little bit, so you can kind of use it to cover up some joints there. I like that. I really like this abdomen articulation. You see that? How it just looks so natural, the way that it flexes in and out. And he has a rubber diaper, if you will. It's a little bit of a rubber piece here. So hopefully that means nothing will be inhibited that way with the hips. We have the other hand here. It's secure. To me, it would have been an even greater tragedy if the arms were having trouble holding themselves up. Because could you imagine trying to get poses where like blasts were coming out, then the arms would go down? It might be a problem for somebody, but it's certainly not for me. Let's see, can I get like ambitious with what the legs are gonna do here? I wonder about these ankles, if you can really do too much. Yeah, they're pretty flexible, and there is a little bit of pivot there. So I still don't know if I'll be able to get anything too wide and have it reasonably hold it, because I don't think there's quite enough ankle pivot to get it flat-footed. I think that's going to be my main issue here with getting anything, too crazy. Not that you would want to necessarily with this guy, because it's kind of a liability, right? You know, I'm able to get something all right here. You see that? I mean, it's decent. I can work with that, is what I'm trying to say. We do have some instructions here for the Sentinel. And some warnings. Yeah, don't hurt yourself on the Sentinel. I see it's all on the back, apparently, is how you remove the batteries and all that. I'll do that. Okay. Easy enough. You can see that it just has little like prongs in there that just comes right out. And then we have this little battery cover right here. So got this guy just laying around. I have better stuff, but this is what's close. All right, that's good. These feel like they're like locked in, but this one moves pretty easy. Batteries. So those two should do the job. It needs AAAs. Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. AAAs. You just press this. You have kind of, it cycles through a few different colors. I like that. Press it again. Have some different color varieties. And again. I like how there's almost different modes for it as you go through. Very nice. Like that a lot. Wouldn't it have been nice if they had included maybe some kind of cradle for this guy or something to keep him standing? It's kind of like with Unicron. They had that big cradle, which I didn't get him. But I think that this guy probably required something like that. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Now, you can see there's no like light that goes from the palms there, and that would have been neat. But it also would have required some wiring that could have easily got messed up all the way to the arms. Maybe I'm just making excuses for them, but it's not there. Whew. I feel like the head is very challenging to switch out. Let's see, this is what's going on the inside here. Now this is transparent. It almost makes me nervous to change this out like quite a bit because I feel like I could scuff that pretty easy, but you know, maybe it's all right. Now there's several other heads. The one I'll probably use the most will probably be the battle damaged head because I think that looks better in dioramas. I've seen a lot of pictures online of the master mold head being utilized. The light piping you see works really well right there. So I think it looks nice this way too. It was a lot easier to get the master mold head on. So, and it was a lot easier to get it off, even though it looked like I was struggling a little bit there. Let's see, try head right here. Now this feels like it's just as snug as the original head. There we go. Let's see, we have the light there, rotate it around, lights there, rotate it around, lights there. That is really cool. Loving that, loving it. And it's just another option for this massive thing. However, I feel like a lot of the options were geared towards people that were buying multiples of this. I was lucky to be able to afford one. So, I mean, if you were one of those people, though, that's awesome. But it's not me. I have a feeling it wasn't most people, so that's fine. Kind of makes me nervous because these are so tight. Kind of wondering if there isn't a better way to do this. All right, this is the one that I'll probably use the most out of the alternate heads. It's this incredible battle damaged head. I mean, look at the great detail on there. Okay, got him on. See, the light works well. He's only got one eye, so that's the only one you have to worry about. He comes with the alternate, like, you know, crushed battle damaged hands, so that's cool. Let's switch that out. Let's see how. Okay, the hands are a lot easier than the heads to switch out. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get much use out of this one. Upper rotation up here is kind of tough to get going. That's better. You just kind of have to work with it. He's doing his morning stretches here. I've got the Sentinel up and about, and so far I don't want to jinx it, but I think I have a really good sample here. I mean, you can see that he's not really having any trouble standing up. He's not having to lean on anything. Everything seems fine. Paint's okay. All right, cool. So far, so good. There's only one more thing to do, and that's grab an X-Men figure. So all of my best memories of the Sentinel come from the X-Men animated series, so that is the team I'm going for here. Oh yeah, these are nice and bendy. They feel fairly sturdy too. Yeah, this is going to be great. Lock that back into place. See, everything's good as long as you've got just like the weight of one figure on the arm, but I actually think it's fairly reasonable to expect once you start getting multiples that, yeah. Okay, so one trick is because Jean's foot is so small, you can actually tuck it into this little cuff down here, which is something that I've learned. One of my favorite moments from the old X-Men animated series was when Magneto attempted to take on a bunch of Sentinels and ended up getting really hurt. For one thing, it kind of scared me when I was little because he was all bloodied up, and I was not used to seeing that in cartoons that were on television. So that was all something that really like stuck with me. So it is something I want to have Magneto have some kind of presence in this little display here. So what you're seeing is my humble attempt at kind of just quickly arranging some of my X-Men like gold team and blue team figures together, just showing you what you can do pretty quickly as long as the Sentinel you get is pretty decent. As you can see, the feet are flat to the ground. There isn't really any other supports or anything like that. As you could see in the video, it wasn't always easy to get them where you needed to be, but I mean, anybody with even a little bit of know-how on how to get a figure posed the way they want it can get something pretty nice. There he is, all glowy. Everything's looking awesome. The scene is set, my friends. I'm very happy to be able to give this kind of a rousing recommendation. I know that I'm pretty much just recommending it to folks who would have to hunt for it on the secondary market, and that really bites, and we all know that. Hopefully, if you wanted this guy, you were able to go ahead and back this last year. And if you weren't able to, I wish you luck in finding a pretty good deal out there, maybe a buddy who's willing to help you out, or somebody who's just ready to move on from collecting in general, maybe can give you a fairly reasonable deal. I really enjoyed my time posing this guy, and I can't wait to find a special place of honor right here in kind of the toy basement. So thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I hope you've enjoyed the video today. And I'll see you on Fanboys Forever. Fanboy out.